Be sure to subscribe, keep pounding, _TV, the best Panther YouTuber ever. I'm rocking with the big cat. Pause up. Keep pounding.
What's going on? Christian Miller here, linebacker of the Carolina Panthers. Just want to give a huge shout out to Keep Pounding TV. Keep doing what y'all are doing. Appreciate all y'all support. Everybody go subscribe right now to the YouTube channel, Keep Pounding TV. I'm rolling with the big cat.
Hey everybody, I'm your host El Grande Gato, also known as the Big Cat. My cool cats, put your balls up if you're rocking with the Big Cat. Today we're here to talk about the Carolina Panthers offense. Can they slow down this Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense? We'll talk about it, but before we get started, do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? Yes? No? Maybe? Do you like the potatoes? If you love the Carolina Panthers like I give the Panthers, give me that 2 gloves. Carolina Panthers offense rolling into a pretty good defense against the Buccaneers. Can they slow them down? We'll talk about it. Let's get into it.
Here we go.
Before we get started, make sure you subscribe. Click that notification bell so you don't miss a... Before we get started, make sure you subscribe. Click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Be sure to check out FanFanNetwork.com. Also, FanFan Network on YouTube at FTFN. And also FanFan Network on Twitch. 32 fan ambassadors giving you up a reel from the fans' perspective. Check that out. Also, KeepPoundingTVShow.com, my website. Read you some articles, get you some merchandise so you can be one of the cool cats. Now, with that being said, Carolina Panthers offense is going up against a number 10 ranked defense if you look on your screen. And also, man, from last week's game against against the Saints, their leading tackler was Devontae Adams, followed by Devin White, 2 linebackers, 4 tackles by Jamal Dean and Whitehead, both cornerbacks, and also 4 tackles by Sean Bunting. All right, linebacker secondary led the team in tackles, which leads me to believe that they were getting their asses torched through the air at least. Can Carolina Panthers offense slow them down? Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to take more than quick screens or quick dump-offs. And you better not shy away from Christian McCaffrey. Please, please don't do that shit again. Let's move on. If you look up on your screen right here, let's talk about this defensive line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This defensive line boasts two top 50 players, including up-and-coming stud Vita, who ranks 22nd out of 89 eligible defensive tackles. William Golston ranked 46th out of 89 eligible defensive tackles. And Ndamukong Trash ranked 65th out of 85 tackles. Ndamukong Suh graded out with a 52.3 overall on defense. You got my man Vita graded out with a 70 overall. And then last but not least, you had William Golston graded out with a 59.6. So defensively wise up front, their bread and butter is Vita. It's going to be interesting to see how that matchup lines up against Matt Paradis. Ndamukong Suh, again, I'm not too much thrilled about him. I think he's just collecting the bag right now before he gets up out of here. He's on his final leg. But again, I wouldn't underestimate him and what he can do. Hopefully he won't find a resurgence against us. And then William Golston graded out with a 59.6. When it comes to run defense, nobody on that defensive line graded out with a 70 or better. All of them failed. Suh 59, Vita 66, and then Golston 58.9. Now again, that's a encouraging sign for us, even though they're 2 interior defensive linemen did grade out in high 60s. That's something to keep your eyes on. Wasn't passing. And when it comes to pass rush, again, Suh 56.5. And let's be mindful that they're going up against a decent line. I know that New Orleans lost they lost their guard or whatever, man, but they went up against a decent line, all right? Vita graded out with a 75.9 pass rush. Again, it's going to be interesting to keep your eyes on Matt Paradis to see how that turns out. And William Golston graded out with a 59.4. So really on this defensive line, nobody need to really be scared of other than Vita, especially when it comes to getting a pass rush. Decent against the run. And again, Suh, we just hope he doesn't find his resurgence against us. But I think we should be all right up front. So now let's move on to this secondary. When it comes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers secondary, Sean Murphy-Bunting Jr., starting cornerback, ranked 5th out of 84. Jamal Dean, which is the nickelback number 35, was unranked. Carlton Davis ranked 50th out of 84. Jordan Whitehead in the secondary back there, 57 out of 69, and they ranked 6th out of 69. Antoine Winfield Jr. at the safety spot. So they have two top 10 secondary players, and both of them are young, Bunting and Antoine Winfield Jr. If you look at your next screen right here, number 35, which is Jamal Dean, or nickelback, graded out overall as a 45.3. Bunting Jr. graded out with a 75.9. And then you have at the bottom of your screen Antoine Winfield Jr., number 31, graded out with a 77.3, with the other safety grading out at a 47.2. Two guys you definitely want to stay away from is Winfield Jr. and Bunting. Everybody else, I think we should be able to have a field day. We get the ball to them. So let's move on and look at Bunting Jr.'s run defense. When it came to the run defense, he graded out with a 51.8. At the bottom of your screen, look at Winfield's numbers, man. Jeez Louise. For a rookie to come in here and have a 71.5 run defense. Wow, man. Already, man. Nice little stud right there. And also, against the run, you have Carlton Davis, which is their other cornerback. It lets me know these guys come up and they tackle. They bring them down in the box. Something to keep in mind for. If you start to see these cornerbacks, nickelback safeties and stuff, come up there, screen their ass to death, or do some quick shit to get them up out of there. Now, also, when it comes to the pass rush, nobody really was a hell of a pass rusher other than, again, Antoine Winfield Jr. They're bringing him down in the box. They're using this guy all over the field. Keep your eye on this cat. Last but not least, let's look at the coverage. The thing that really matters when it comes to a cornerback spot, you got my man Bunting, 85.1 coverage rating. Look for him to be on Robbie Anderson, our number one receiver. Winfield Jr. had a 69.5. That was the only little area that he kind of was borderline. And the rest of these cats, Jamal Dean, 42.7. And Carlton Davis Jr. had 56.9. Moving on to the linebacker spot, Devin White, 26 out of 61. And Levante David, 15th. Again, these guys have two top 26 linebackers, Levante David and Devin White. Devin White's still a work in progress. Still, man, he goes out there, he plays with lightning behind him. 55 overall. Levante David, 63.7 when it comes to his overall grade on defense. And when it comes to run defense, Levante has 61.2, 62.8 against the pass rush, and also 62.8 when it comes to coverage. When it comes to Devin White, 58.6 run defense, pass rush 56.3, 55 rating, and when it comes to coverage. All right, last but not least, let's talk about these edge rushers. Overrated as Shaquille Barrett, 47th, ranked 47 out of 75 eligible edge defenders this week. 27th out of 75, JPP. Yeah, top 20, old man gets it done. Again, JPP overall, he graded out as a 70 last week. Somebody to keep your eye on coming off the edge. It's going to be interesting to see who he lines up again. Will it be a Kong, Taylor Moton? Going to be interesting to keep your eye on that. He also graded out a 65 against the run, 65.9 pass rush, and 63.2 in coverage. And my man right here graded out with a 58.0 overall in defense, 42.8 Shaquille Barrett, and he also graded out as a 69.4. So his high number and JPP's high number, other than overall defense, was pass rushing. So best believe these guys can come with some heat. They're going to come with those missiles this week. So we're going to have to be able to pick that up. And let's see, am I missing anybody? That's it, y'all. So pretty much, you're looking at a team who's the top 10 defense according to ProFootballFocus.com. I really will keep my eyes on Vita Vita. You know what I mean? I think he's going to generate some force up that middle. And keep your eye on Sean Murphy Bunting. Matchup against Robbie Anderson. Let's see. Shaquille Barrett, again, coming off the edge, along with JPP. And again, a sleeper, you're going up against another young cornerback in Antoine Winfield Jr., who ranked number 6 overall. Now, can we slow this defense down? You're going to take advantage of these young corners. Other than Bunting, the rest of their cornerbacks are suspect. They're relying on pass rush and run stuffing. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to take away your run, and they're trying to get a good pass rush and let those cornerbacks, you know what I mean? This pass rush for this defense, this run stuffing ability for this defense, it takes pressure off of the cornerbacks. The same shit that we've been trying to do. The reason why we draft all defense, to try to stop the run, to take pressure off the cornerbacks, well, they're doing it. You know what I mean? We're learning it. So, how will we fare against these guys? I don't know, man. KK being out, YGM being out. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it right there. I don't know. I feel like Joe Brady has to implement Christian McCaffrey early and often. You can't go away from him, even if they stuff you a couple times. You can't go away from him. I want to see the creativity of Joe Brady. Teddy Bridgewater is smart enough and quick enough to get that ball out of his hand, and he's very efficient. He makes the right read. Okay? So my thing is this. Let's see how Matt Rule and my man Joe Brady adjust this time. No more a headset issue. No more, I forgot. Let's cut all that silly shit out this week. You feed Christian the ball early, often, late, overtime, in his sleep, during timeout, during the peanut break, during the national anthem. He needs to have a fucking ball in his hand. Simply put. Now I'm not talking about just let him run it all the time. Use them like you sold us that you're going to use them. Use them all over the field. Use them in wildcat, slot formation. Have them at quarterback, screen, punt. Use them all over the place. He needs to have those touches. Because Christian, one thing I know about him, he's going to put strain on whatever defense he lines up against. He's going to put strain. So if Christian touches that ball way more than he did in the first half last week, Teddy Bridgewater throws for 300 plus yards and probably multiple touchdowns. If that happened last week. But it didn't, and we're not there no more. So again, it's going to be interesting to see how this up front holds against pressure. I think we did pretty good last week. This offensive line was one of the bright spots on the team last week. So I'm looking forward for those guys to hold up. Linebackers, again, Devin White, he's tricky. I think he's still learning on the job. Shaquille Barrett's overrated. Sean Murphy Bunting, you better watch out for him. I think it's going to be a good matchup to see him and Robbie. Antoine Winfield Jr., stay away from that guy. These guys like to bring up their cornerbacks. They bring up their nickels and shit. They bring them up to the line. They defend the run and they get pressure with them. Okay? So they do both with their secondary. So can we pick up these blitzes? Can we stop these cornerbacks and stuff from creeping up, helping out? I think we're going to do all right against that, man. But, I'm not really scared of them, man. I think we can hold on. But their defense, make no doubt about it, they got some ballers on there, but they're young, man. If we can establish the run on these guys, look forward to be a long day on Tampa Bay's secondary. You know what I mean? If we come out here, we go away from the run game, we think we're just going to throw it 9,200 times. We're going to run little quick passes, bubble passes, whatever the fuck, and all this other silly check down, dump down shit. If we think we're going to do that and beat these guys, it's going to be a long day. For the first time in Keep Pounding TV history, ahead of the game, Big Cat will not make a score prediction. Some punk shit, huh? I'm not making a game prediction. I'm not doing sucker shit. I know. I'm a sucker punk limp ass shit. Let's get up out of here, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. We're going live tonight at 10:30, man. 10 o'clock. 10:30. 10 o'clock. One of them motherfuckers. Tune into the pocket aggregators, Spotify whole 9. Fuck the Bucks. Ain't no cannon's gonna be fired come Sunday. Hopefully. Let's get up out of it. Let the church say 2 gloves.
I'd like to take the time out to thank Keep Pounding TV membership sponsors below. It is because of supporters like you that we're able to create quality content. Please consider joining the Keep Pounding TV membership by clicking the join button right above the channel header. With 3 different tiers and packages, we have a little something for everybody and affordability. Make sure you join. Pause up. Be sure to check out KeepPoundingTVShow.com, where we had the latest Panthers article, exclusive behind-the-scenes content, vlogs, videos, schedule, fantasy football, and much more. Also, be sure to check out Keep Pounding TV's official merchandise, where we have Pause Up hats, Gato shirts, and much more as well. I want to give a very special shout-out and thanks to all the Keep Pounding TV cool cats and members. Pause up, keep pounding. Fellas, do you have a beard like Big Cat? You tired of your shit looking like Anthony Hamilton? Okay! Patches all in it? Check out Trishana's Blue Sapphire Oils. Help moisturize and restore health back to your beard. Trishana Jones Oils, Blue Sapphire. The link is in the description below. Ladies, be sure to check out Tori Bell Cosmetics. Shop with the ambassador and affiliate Sabrina Francis. Her link is below. For all your cosmetical needs, from eyeliners to lip gloss to eyelash bling, they got everything you need. Check the link in the description below. Be sure to check out On the Life Show Radio. Check out the latest Christian hip-hop / R&B. Be sure to also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hi, I'm the Big Cat. Pause up! You're watching Fan to Fan Network, the voice that fans deserve.